Welcome back. Now, whilst we celebrate friendship in all its forms today, we also want to give a special shout out to all our friends who are lactose intolerant. Just because you can't eat dairy doesn't mean you have to be limited in the kitchen. Now, today we are showing you how to make a delicious breakfast stack made with crumpets, eggs, avo, and bacon. And making it all possible, it's Clover's no-lac lactose-free milk, which also has a new look and looks great. Now, my friend,
Show me.
I feel like this dish is a perfect dish to make with friends or for friends.
Definitely. I mean, it's so simple. And listen, breakfast time, lunchtime, dinner time, these are great.
And this will bring our friendship closer, I believe.
Always. So we're going to get started. So we're going to start off with what makes the base of our stack, which is the crumpets over there. So I've got some self-raising flour. And then to get that nice rise, because remember we're doing crumpets and not pancakes, which are the flatter ones, we're going to use some extra bicarb in there. Now, the sort of trick to getting them nice and fluffy is starting off by whisking your flour, and this ensures that you have a nice fluffy crumpet.
I like that.
Set that aside. So we've got 1 egg in here, and I'm going to ask you to pass over the Clover lactose-free, the Clover no-lac, and I'm going to go in with 1.5 cups.
Okay. And if you don't know about Clover no-lac milk is a lactose-free milk that will give you all the dairy goodness you need and deserve, and finally free you from the horrible side effects like bloating. Look, I've had to manage my situation with my bloating and situations like that, but I've found that no-lac, even though you might not even have situations like that, it is a great alternative for anyone that has, lactose intolerance. So it is great to know that even if you do have friends that struggle with that, it allows you to be able to prepare such meals without worrying if they'll have a reaction.
100%, and I think it's so lovely because it gives you the goodness of dairy without having that uncomfortable feeling at the end. So we're going to mix in our wet ingredients here to me, and I like to do this little by little because you really want to manage the consistency of your batter. You don't want it too runny, and you also don't want it too stiff. So give that a quick stir, and then I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit more of this. In fact, I think we're going to go in with all of that. Give it a stir. Now, this is such a great base for your crumpets, but we're going to go more to the savory side because we're doing some breakfast stacks. So what I've got here is I've got some cloves. Smell that.
That light little onion flavor.
Light little onion flavor. It's not too pungent, especially in the morning. So I've got in with nicely chopped chives in there, and then, of course, some seasoning. So some salt.
Friend, what I've also noticed is that batter tends to be a little bit on the thicker side. It's not very runny like it would be if you're making a pancake, right?
Precisely. I like to use a ladle when doing my crumpets. It just gives you a nice, consistent amount in your pan. And I've got the pan on a moderate heat here, Toons, because the last thing you want is for them to burn without cooking through.
Like I did. I was trying to be fancy
Come on, Chef Tumi. Come on, Chef Tumi. Show us what you got for those eggs. And I love how we're doubling up with the eggs because, it's such a great source of protein. You can start to see little bubbles appearing. And we're going to wait a little bit more just for those bubbles to appear. In fact, I think we are onto something here, too.
Yeah, there we go.
So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3.
Do you want to give me the base then? Give me one of our crumpets. We're just going to show you guys how to stack it up. So we're starting with the base of one of our crumpets over here. And then to that, I'm going to add one of our tomatoes.
Love the freshness.
Do you want me to go... I know you said that one.
Let's stack it up, girl. This is a stack, so we're shooting for the stars today.
Shooting for the stars.
Some avo. I love that you've got some avo there. It's nice and fresh.
Avo in there.
There we go.
An egg goes on top.
And then just a sprinkling of chives. And how delicious is that?
Simple, easy, tasty.
Love you,
friendship sealed.
Love you.
Clover no-lac milk will give you the freedom to make dairy-based meals that everyone can enjoy together. So if you want to spoil yourself or perhaps your bestie, then make these lactose-free breakfast stack. You can go onto afternoonexpress.co.za to get the full recipe list and ingredients on how to make this delectable dish. Friend, that looks good. Please make some more.
Already on it.
Say goodbye to nausea and cramps and say hello to delicious freedom with no-lac's range of lactose-free milk and yogurt. Be free with lactose-free.